Okay.
Could we turn down my headphones a little bit? Sensitive ears. With like the drumming, I really try to like protect them and shit.
Definitely.
Yeah, dude.
I have absolutely messed up my ears from like concerts and shit.
Retweet.
I'm sure you have it as well.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. I know you don't know which headphones is which, but could we also hire up my headphones? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There we go. This is me.
Breakfast,
this
lunch,
is me.
and dinner.
This is what I learned when I was like 17. I had my first like lesson about mic checks, and it's like, to make it less awkward, just say what you had for breakfast. And it's hard because I don't eat breakfast, so I just go breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and sometimes dessert. There you go. Mic check.
Do you do intermittent fasting?
Look at me and ask me if you think I fucking fast.
Because I mean, skipping breakfast for some is considered like intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, maybe I accidentally do, but it's not intentional.
I mean, you're pretty fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
You're pretty
We're
fit.
keeping him around, guys. Yeah, no, thank you. No, I don't do intermittent fasting. I don't really do anything. I do go to the gym a lot.
I was gonna say
Today,
he was there today.
You know what I did? Are we recording, by the way? Yes. All right. Yeah. You know what I did today?
What'd you do
at the
today?
gym? I was on the treadmill, and it was one of those days where like I didn't want to do like a hardcore workout, so I watched every single one of your TikToks on the treadmill from the very beginning, so that I could have a good basis. It took me like an hour and 25 minutes, if you're wondering how much content you have.
It's an hour and 25.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Who knew?
I've never done that. We should do like a marathon sometime.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
That would be it.
So the first one I ever filmed was in Dorchester. It was on like a Friday night. We were like drinking some Modelo's, getting a little rowdy. Crazy. Like, so my friend Kat, she was like, yo, you should download TikTok. Like, I know you like to make funny videos. Like in 8th grade, I had this like rap account on Instagram.
Were you also Gucci Pineapple then?
I was Medigardi.
Oh, okay.
And it was short for Mediterranean Garden.
Of course, naturally.
Because I just started smoking weed. And I was like, what should I name this strain? Medigardi.
That's a good strain name.
Yeah.
Would it be a sativa or an indica?
It would be a sativa for sure.
Okay.
And I never fooled around with indica.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
In
Why
the
would you?
couch, am I right?
Heyo.
So it's a Tuesday night, whatever. No, Friday night. Sorry. We're in Dorchester. She's like, yo, let's film a TikTok. I'm like, okay, whatever. I just like sit in the chair. She does like a little punchline. I like giggle. That's it. It goes online. Never would I have thought that it would like come to something like this. Like I just hit 100K, which was like a massive goal for me.
Congrats.
I know, dude. That's all.
I thought you were gonna see that, dude. Come on.
All right, it's been real, guys.
We did just kind of brief you on that. No, but for real, that is awesome. Congratulations. So what do you call yourself then? Like, would you say you're an influencer? Are you a comedian? Are you a musician on TikTok? Or are you just the whole dang thing?
I guess I'm just like Gucci Pineapple. Like mixing like drums and comedy.
Yeah. So when did you, at like what point in your TikTok career where you're like, okay, this isn't just funny videos. Like this is actually kind of something.
Let's see. There was one video. So I basically started to really post during the pandemic spring. I was like stuck in my bedroom. My mom literally like taped my door shut. I was like taking showers in my backyard with a garden hose. Like I was living full quarantine.
Love it.
Yeah.
Might as well if you were gonna. That was the time.
So I started uploading some TikToks and I probably uploaded like 10 and then like probably my 15th one went kind of crazy. No, it didn't go crazy. It hit like 15,000 views. And
Pretty
that
good.
was like insane for me. And there were like girls commenting. I was like, yo.
Hey.
Yeah. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to keep making TikToks.
Okay. Wow. There you go.
Yeah.
So I actually do want to rewind it for a second because we're in Boston now, but you're here for school. You're from Oregon, yeah?
I'm from Eugene, Oregon.
Do you live on a farm?
No.
Okay.
Sometimes I tell people I live on a farm, but I don't. Basically almost every day during the summer, I'm working on this apple orchard, which is like a 5-minute drive from me in like Springfield, Oregon, right outside of Eugene. And basically it's like my family friend's farm. So like I'm there like 40 hours a week. And like
Full time.
Sometimes we like have boys' nights out there, like we're slinging beers on the farm.
Naturally.
So like I'll spend some nights out there. Yeah. So it's like it's a second home for me.
Sure.
I'm always at the farm. And I've filmed a lot of content out there. There's a coworker named Valente, who's like this
Oh, yeah.
60-year-old guy from Mexico, like doesn't speak any English. We started to really get along. He would like bring me beers at lunch. We'd film TikToks. So yeah, the farm content did pretty well.
You put that poor man through a lot.
I did. Okay, I would bribe him. I would be like, Valente, we're going to film a TikTok today. And like, after the first few, he was like, bro, not again. And then I was like, bro, I'll buy you a smoothie at lunch. And he was like, okay, like, what do I have to say?
So you said he's like 60?
He's like 60.
Does he understand? Like, my parents are like 60. They have no fucking clue what like Instagram is. Does he understand like what you're doing?
So the thing is, like, he's from a rural part of Mexico. He doesn't read or write. He like just farms. He's like an agriculture expert.
Sure.
But he's on TikTok. He's on TikTok. I like caught him scrolling one day and he was like all ashamed and shit.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
TikTok, I mean, it's taken over the world. I feel like there are some people, maybe not my parents because they'll never understand, but like the older folk are getting on the app now. Which
my mom's on it.
Your mom also is a legend too. If we're talking about people in your life, we have to mention your mother.
Yeah.
She's hilarious. Talk about putting people through some things. But that also though, like it's funny, but it's really nice that you guys have that relationship where you can be, you're not necessarily vulgar, but very honest, which sometimes, get a little vulgarity peeks out. Tell me about that. Has it always been like that with you and your mom?
I'll say around like 15, I stopped like giving a fuck. And then I just started telling my mom everything. I'm like, okay, mom, I'm going out to a party. Okay, mom, I'm a little hungover. Like, okay, mom, I'm like, there's been a few times where I've been like greening out. And like my mom's just like comforted me. I've been in like slow motion. And then my mom's just like giving me a massage.
I love that.
Yeah. So I'll say in high school, we started to have this open relationship.
Okay.
Where we just like, she would start swearing more around me. She's gone through some health issues like in my high school experience. So we kind of worked through it together. And we came out of it like a lot, even more closer. And we got to like a point in our relationship where we like didn't have boundaries. Like we just say whatever we want. And I started filming TikToks with her. And like people loved it. There's so many comments like, I love your mom. Like she's so cute. She's so wholesome. And then my mom would read through the comments and she'd be so gassed up. She'd be like, oh, she loved it. So she kept
so
like
nice.
asking me, yo, when's the next TikTok coming?
Oh.
I'm like, okay, mom, I'm writing a script. Yeah. So she loved it.
That's so interesting to hear. That is really nice though. That like obviously the bad moments kind of brought you together. I feel similar, maybe not directly, but like through COVID, I feel like the surface level of me and my parents. I'm definitely a little bit more authentic in front of them.
Yeah.
Definitely will.
That makes two of you guys.
Yeah, no, not you. No. Let's unpack it. Let's unpack our trauma while we're here.
I lived with my dad for 3 months and I was like, I love you so much, but I need to leave this house right now. I moved out in June. I was like, see ya.
That was in LA.
No, this was in Boston still.
But now
So
it's
you're from Boston.
Correct. Yep. I'm good friends with this guy right here.
Yes, we met working at iHeartRadio. Shout
Correct.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We're not that cool. We're not that cool. We're making $11 an hour. But anyway, speaking of Boston, you're here for Berklee College of Music, which I'm also at Berklee College of Music. Not undergrad though, master's. People don't know that because I forget that I go there because it's literally like my fourth priority. My professor, he listens to this, so I'm so sorry, Dr. Richard.
Dr. Richard.
Dr. Richard. I forget. It's honestly like Dr. Richard Michael or something. I really shouldn't be saying this if he's listening.
Don't even know what it is.
That's how bad I am at doing my grad school work. But anyways, Berklee College of Music. Are you there for drums?
I'm there for drums.
When did you decide you wanted to pursue like drums as a career?
So I started on clarinet in 6th grade.
Okay.
My mom made me do band. And I was like decent at clarinet. I was like first chair.
Not bragging.
Decent. But then I switched to drums in 8th grade. I like had a little baby drum set when I was a toddler that I would like bang on. But I returned to the drumming practice when I was in 8th grade. And I got into it. Like I joined jazz band in high school. And I'll say near the end of high school, I started considering like a music conservatory as a higher education option.
Mm-hmm.
Like I applied to the New School in New York. I applied to City College of Harlem and Berklee College of Music. But they're all like mad expensive and like we didn't have that much money. So like FAFSA came through.
Shout out.
And Berklee came through with the scholarship.
Hey.
Shout out Berklee. I'm your bitch.
That makes two of us.
Yeah. But I guess I wanted to go to a music conservatory, but I didn't really think it was that realistic of an option until I got like the scholarship letter.
Sure.
Like my backup plan was to straight up backpack through Latin America. To, like
Not a
get
bad
lost
idea.
in Argentina. Like I didn't think I was gonna get that big of a scholarship, so I was like, fuck it, like I'm gonna travel. But then I got that scholarship, and then 2 of my best friends from Oregon also went to school in Boston. One of them got into BU, one of them got into Emerson, so now I live with them.
Oh, that works out
so
perfect.
We had like a
nice.
boys' house from Oregon.
Hell yeah.
That's perfect. I mean, I think it's funny though. Like, clearly, you must be great if you're getting into Berkeley, and you didn't even realize that was an option. Like, you clearly have the next level version of talent to get in there.
I think they saw something in me, cause like technically I'm not the best drummer. Like there's better drummers at Berkeley, but I think I have an advantage in the sense that I play with a lot of like soul and confidence, and I play kind of unconventionally.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, I hear a lot of drummers at Berkeley like shredding, like, but
That was a good drumming impression.
But I'm more into just like grooving, and people like to tell me that like, yo, like you don't like solo that much or like shred, but I love your grooves, and I think that's the most important. To just like feel good in the pocket.
So, from someone not in that sector of music, what do you hope to do with a degree in like, not a degree in like drums, but like a focus in drums? Do you want to go on tour as like a drummer, or do you want to do your own thing?
I want to tour with my brother. Like it's my dream to make music with him and make TikToks, keep doing that. Maybe do some acting.
Ooh.
I love comedy.
Dude, well, you're funny. Like, you're
Thanks.
not TikTok funny. You're funny. You just happen to also be on TikTok.
Thank you.
There's definitely something to be had there. So what type of comedy would you want to do? Would you want to do like stand up?
Stand up scares me.
It is scary.
Yeah.
And you have to, because again, like your humor is very specific. So you have to bank on the audience getting it. And I feel like that you could run in some type of risk there. But like sketch comedy, I feel like is great for you.
I was going to say SNL.
Sketch, yeah.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
That's how we start, right to SNL. Berkeley to SNL.
Whatever.
pipeline.
It's fine. Yeah.
I mean, YouTube too. I'd like to get on YouTube. Yeah.
I was going to ask that.
It's kind of intimidating. I feel like TikTok is easier to spread on the algorithm, but for me, YouTube, like you need to be well known. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Like, yeah.
You can eventually work to that.
I want to
transition,
eventually
I feel
get
like.
to YouTube.
Could be now even.
It could be
you
now.
have a good platform.
Yeah.
It's funny to hear that you're intimidated because of the things that you have said and the things that you've done. So I actually have a little segment. These are, as I told you, I was on the treadmill today. I watched every single one of your TikToks. These are some things that made me audibly gasp.
Oh.
Oh. So the very first one is when you Zoom bombed a class and you asked if it were ukulele 101 and you were confused because you just smoked a blunt. Secondly, you said condoms are single-use plastic. Could you just slide in raw? Thirdly, you said that you're microdosing on whippets. And then fourthly, you asked your mom if she could guess your body count.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting to hear that you, of all people, would be intimidated.
Yeah. No, I'm going to get on YouTube. you're inspiring me.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
I don't know. For me, like TikTok is where it's at right now.
It is.
It is,
Like-
for sure.
I feel like I'm starting to catch a little bit of fire on TikTok. So I'm just going to focus on TikTok and eventually like kind of wade into YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I'm also starting to get to know Spotify better. I'm starting to like promote myself a little bit better with the music, having less shame with it. Because like something I run into is like I see so many people promoting their music, and then I have this voice in my head where it's like, yo, like it's kind of cliche, or like nobody wants to like hear your music, or like you're just a comedy guy.
Right.
And, like, but then I tell myself like, no, I love the music that I'm making. And yeah, it's valid for me to put it out in the world and promote it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, you definitely deserve a place in the music scene for sure. And I actually want to talk about that. So Dana and Alden is the project that you guys have. That's your brother, you said, yeah?
That's my brother.
You just came out with your debut EP,
Yes.
Brothers.
Yes.
Why did it come out now? Why now?
So we had to put some features on it. That's why. So we recorded it like a year ago.
Okay.
It was last January, and we recorded it in this home studio of like a jazz guitarist. in Eugene, Oregon, who used like a bunch of like vintage mics. He was awesome. Shout out Don Latarski.
Shout out Don.
Yeah, Don.
Yeah. So he was our producer, did everything. So we basically had the album ready about 6 months ago, and we put out 2 singles, Body Heat and Vroom Vroom. And basically we're waiting on one more feature from my friend Arlo Sims. Get this. He's a Harvard Berkeley dual major.
What the hell?
He's 6'5".
Of course he is.
And he's like the best guitarist.
Somehow I'm most impressed that he's 6'5".
Yeah, right?
He's the best guitarist I've ever heard.
Damn.
So he hopped on Serrano, the first track of the debut
Right.
EP.
No, I definitely familiar with the track and his work through that track. I know this isn't his interview, but what Harvard and Berkeley? What is he studying at Harvard?
I think psychology.
How is that even possible?
Yeah.
I think he's really good at time management.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes him.
Someone called me a medium king today because I was 5'8", and I was like, I prefer that. I like that. It's better than
king.
short. I'm a medium king. But okay. So you waited for the features, and now it's out. Are you on like Playlist Push and Submit Hub and stuff like that? Do you know about that?
Yeah, I put my shit on Submit Hub like a day or 2 ago. We got on some playlists.
Nice.
I did a listening party last night. It's definitely starting to spread around Berkeley too. Like a bunch of people have been like stopping me, like, "Yo, love the new EP." So
that's awesome.
That's gassing me up. Yeah,
it should. Yeah. And I want to talk about your genre.
Yeah,
unique. Well, what do you call it? Not to put you in a box.
Yeah, I would. If I had to call it something, I'd say like acid jazz.
Acid jazz.
Wow, that's so spot on.
Yeah,
that's great.
We were kind of having a conversation about your genre. You need to take it over, but like, so from business perspective, my question was like, we know what's popular and we know what makes money.
Yeah.
Why are we choosing to stray away from that genre?
Yeah.
But also, that genre in itself is a new market because people aren't tapping into it. So I was just kind of wondering, like, is that where you see yourself in the future? Do you want to maybe branch into something more mainstream, or do you think like this genre has a place for every year?
I think it has a place for everyone. Like, I hear a lot of kids my age listening to like Khruangbin, Bad Bad Not Good, listening to like Ethiopian jazz. There's been some like jazz blowing up on TikTok. Like, I think there's a market there. And like, I guess my philosophy is not to follow the mainstream, to more like create the mainstream.
Yes.
'Cause, like, literally, like on TikTok, I've never followed like a popular trend. Like, I've been trying to create my own thing. And I feel like, there's almost more, it's more authentic for me to do my own thing. And I have more potential in that arena.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Instead of trying to conform.
Well, what I was telling Brendan too is like you're almost pioneering that, right? Because there's so many kids our age who aren't so familiar with acid jazz as like a whole genre, because we've all been acquainted with like rap and pop over the years. So this is so cool that like you're blowing up and you have 100,000 followers who are just getting acquainted to all this music for the first time too.
Yeah.
And they're gonna keep growing with you.
Yeah. And I'm gonna keep putting out music TikToks. Lately I've been doing a lot of comedy, but I'm gonna get back to the music.
Good. Well, I see you playing on like some top of a building, and those seem to like really generate a lot of traction.
Yeah, that's my rooftop.
That's your
Next to
rooftop.
Fenway.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You ever get yelled at for playing out there?
Yeah, we got the cops called.
No shit.
Yeah, we did a rooftop show up there like 3 weeks ago. The cops shut it down like after half an hour. But we got to play our whole set.
Oh, good.
And the cops were like, they were fine.
That's kind of legendary, though.
Yeah.
That's like the humble beginnings of getting the cop. Now, when the cops show up, they'll want to join.
I think there's like a Rolling Stones story where they did a rooftop concert and the cops they shut it down. That
was actually funny you say that. I was speaking of Berkeley grad school, I had to like analyze some case, and it's actually gonna get dark. Someone did that, and just like mass amounts of people like died. But yeah, like the moral of the story here is the reason they get shut down is because of that. Like you gotta like kind of plan and not obviously not like a rooftop like local gig, but like when you're like a Rolling Stones, like a huge star, and you do an impromptu show, people are gonna die.
We put some caution tape up.
There you go.
We had some safety precautions.
There you go.
Just the caution tape in itself. So Dana Alden, so you said you had some warm regards to the EP. How are you feeling? Like, are you ready for the next thing? What's next?
So our next project, we're gonna collab with this guy Quickly.
Cool.
Who's he's like a lo-fi beat producer out of Portland, Oregon, who I went to jazz camp with when we were both 15. He was like a nerdy little kid, like who looked like Mac Miller. He's always like cooking beats in the cafeteria. But now he's big. He has like probably like 1 million monthly listeners or something.
Damn.
We love that.
Yeah. So
You're
quickly, we want to collab with him over winter break. And I guess just keep cooking, me and Dana. Get some more features on. I'd like to have Will Paquin. He's a Boston TikToker, guitarist. He was on my roof.
Okay,
He's
cool.
from BU. He's fire. I'd like to have him on a song. Just like keep cooking and keep collaborating with new people. I like want to use my TikTok to like collaborate with people. Like that's how I connected with Arlo. That's how I connected with Will Paquin. Just like becoming TikTok mutuals with them and then just asking like, yo, you want to jam?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even on my end, I'm not an artist, but like just connecting with artists. I mean, I think we started from one singular DM. Like I've gotten a lot of people on the show just from one DM. It's weird how you can connect with people and then actually like have long-standing relationships and
People
kind
are
of help each other out.
receptive.
They are.
You just have to like ask.
You do. You do. Unfortunately, you do have to like make a move a little bit. You have to like put in some effort.
You gotta make a move.
All right, before we wrap, I want to know, have you ever had a bad like incident when you're making a TikTok? Like, did anything ever go wrong?
Can you think of something? She's my like camera woman.
Are you?
Yeah.
I do. I watch it all happen.
How do you feel during it? Do you have like
I cringe a little.
just a little?
The public one. No, I acknowledge that I'm cringy.
No. You're not. No.
No,
I take that
I
out.
am cringy. I am cringy.
It's the facade.
Yeah, it's that.
No, I am cringy. It's not a facade.
I cringe more at like I don't know how people are gonna react.
Okay.
Like, is he about to get slapped in the face in front of me? I don't know. Do I keep filming?
Yeah, that's it. And that is, you're doing great at your job if you keep filming during that.
I'll say like the public reactions have gone very smoothly.
Nice.
Like I've never had anyone get aggravated. There's one time where I was like in the commons and I was like walking around talking to old people and then I like walked up to like a woman in her 60s and I was like, Shadi, you're fine. And and then she was like, why are you saying that? And then I just walked away. That's been the worst interaction. I didn't tell her about that. Yeah.
Were you not there for
were
that
you
one?
alone? Were you filming that on your own?
I was filming that first person.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
And but I didn't let it get to me. I just kept walking. Yeah.
Well, I wish I had that non-anxiety.
I
could
get
never.
anxiety. I just suppress it.
You just gotta.
Wait, let's unpack that.
No, like I get nervous to do the public videos.
Really?
And then I just like I have this like self-control where I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like where I just suppress every emotion in me. It's like performing on stage. It's
Yeah.
just like this scares the living shit out of me, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, okay.
It gets easier every time,
on
too.
a microphone too.
It's
Right.
practice.
Right. Do
Like,
you?
tonight was
Sorry.
a little scary.
Really?
Yeah.
Here? Oh.
It's your first time.
Yeah,
First time
that
on
is
a
true.
podcast.
First time though.
Yeah.
I almost did it. But I gave you a real.
Kiss already. All right, go on.
I was going to ask you. So my favorite one of yours, I was telling Brendan, I also watched a few of yours, is the one very recently where you went up to this dude and you're like, yo, you're dummy thick. You want to get some McChickens? And the dude just like, yeah. And then you walk away. And I need to know, do you have a personal favorite of your own? I know you have a ton. So
Yeah.
kind of a loaded
Great
question.
An hour and
Great
25
question.
minutes
Yeah.
worth, to be exact.
I'm gonna say my favorite was where I was like, so she walked up to me, my girlfriend Annie, and she was like, "Hi, how was your weekend?" And I was like, "Overall, it was pretty good." And then I throw my iced coffee on the ground and it like shatters. And then I just like look ruthlessly at the camera. So that was my favorite because I like bought a $6 iced coffee and it like paid off because I went and got like 1 million.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Really happy you said that was your favorite one because I pulled a comment from that video. And I thought it was so funny. Someone commented, "That's the type of dude that punches a wall but then makes art around it so that he doesn't appear psychopathic."
I didn't see that. That's really good.
But I thought that was funny. I think like that's a good obviously, I mean, that's you, but it's your character as well. I feel like that's a good way to describe your character.
Yeah, I feel like my followers are really good at commenting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like, you know, when you have a following and you think they're funny, like, that's the best.
Yeah.
Because, like, they have a sense of humor, too.
Right. I think TikTok comments are the best part of TikTok, to be honest with you.
Medium king. That's all I like.
Right.
I TikTok comments, I was actually having like a more like business conversation about social media, and it's funny how TikTok like kind of promotes you commenting, and it also like rewards you for commenting. Like I've had comments get like 20,000 likes. It never translates to the podcast or playlist.
Why would it?
But it is nice when like I'm like, okay, like I guess I'm funny with that.
No big
one-liner.
deal. Yeah.
It's a gas up.
It's a gas up.
Right.
Yeah. It's a gas up. All right. Alden / Gucci Pineapple. Actually, let's talk about that. Gucci Pineapple. Where was that born from?
So that was also from 8th grade. 8th grade was a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you've always been funny.
Yeah.
And like the same humor, like the same humor
Man,
too.
I can pull up my old videos.
Did
They're
you-
out of control.
Did you have a mullet back then too?
No. I had like short hair buzz cut. The videos back then were more crassed. I was like out of control in 8th grade. I can pull one up.
Do it.
Can I put it on the
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going in the archives right now.
I love that you have that. Eighth grade?
Yeah, 8th grade.
That's not like at least 10 years.
I was so ugly.
No, I was ugly too.
It's not a good time.
Yeah.
My buddy is an 8th grade history teacher. I don't know how they do
I
it.
thought you were saying you had an 8th grade buddy.
Oh, no. No. No.
Nick's like, cut.
Okay. Are you ready for this?
Yep.
Okay.
Mediterranean garden won't stop going anal even if she's farting. Yeah, lumberjack life, 2015. Mediterranean garden won't stop going anal even if she's farting. Yeah.
Wow.
So would you post that? Would you remake that modern day?
Won't stop going in even if she's farting. Yo, I think I'm gonna post a compilation of my old videos on
Smart.
TikTok.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That'll-
Big brain
that'll
play
do
right
well.
there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make a little edit.
Dude, the archives are, you can never know what you can pull out of the
The
archives.
shit was so pure back then. Like I didn't even
well,
write it down.
actually, maybe fucking not. You just
Or not pure, but it was like off the dome.
yeah.
Were you a Vine star? No.
I never. So I was like anti-mainstream all of high school.
So dumb.
I was like not on any social media really. I had a flip phone for a lot of high school.
Okay.
Razor?
And then, sorry, the kombucha's hitting.
It's all good.
Hey, good.
Yeah.
Actually, get this brand.
Golden pineapple, Gucci pineapple,
GT,
almost.
golden pineapple. So I like got really into TikTok, and it's funny because like people who knew me in high school were like, bro, you had a unibrow, you had a flip phone, you were like off the grid. Now you're like an influencer. So it's pretty. I did like a full circle.
Yeah, but you're an influencer in your own right.
Yeah.
I would never like think of you as like someone who's changed because
Not
of
a
success.
sellout.
Yeah, no, you're definitely not a sellout. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
coming.
I don't know what selling out looks like for me.
I could see you hopping on like a Zed remix, just like a Marshmallow Alden collab.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But the thing is, like, I feel like even if I did, let's say I do like a McDonald's commercial, like that'd be mad funny.
You would
That's
crush
hilarious.
a McDonald's.
Like, is that even selling out? Like, if you
No,
don't have any
get that
shame in
money,
it, that's the
dude.
thing, Like,
Yeah.
if you don't have any shame,
it's how you do it.
it's how you do it.
Yeah.
I don't believe in selling out because
No.
it's like it's fun.
No, but I think a lot of if you're just staying your authentic self and you keep growing and seeing success, that's great. But then people may call it a sellout just because they're jealous. Like they're jealous to see that you've
Isn't
succeeded.
the whole point to do all the things rock stars do?
Exactly.
You have to do it.
Have we? This might be a personal question, but have we monetized TikTok yet?
Yeah, TikTok's currently not paying me though. I'm in the creator fund. I got banned for 6 months.
When? Starting when?
Yeah. What sparked that?
Are we almost done?
Or
Last
was it just-
spring, I was violating a lot of community guidelines. I handed out Coronas on the Charles River Esplanade.
Good.
And that one was mad funny. It blew up for like 3 hours, like mad blew up, and then got taken down.
That's so annoying.
And then like one more violation later, they were like, "You're banned for 6 months." But the 6 months passed, and they're still not paying me. So I'm about to write a scathing email.
Do
Like,
it.
but let me clarify that I love TikTok.
Right.
Like TikTok's my favorite platform. Like,
Not sponsored by TikTok.
no, like I'm not sponsored by TikTok. I just like TikTok a lot. So
Okay.
I'm not that mad at them.
Well, hey, sponsors, if you're looking to catch a spot, there you go. This is your guy. We'll hook him up. Drop
Yeah.
your sponsorship
I'll sell my
packages.
soul.
They do it, dude. If I'm making money off TikTok and I have like 11,000 followers, you can make money off
Yeah.
TikTok.
How much you make?
No, you know, there's like this trend of being transparent about how much you make. I'm like, I'd probably never disclose that because it depends. Like if a big company contacts me, I'm gonna inflate my prices.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, because also that, and don't you also want to know like if you're making what you should be making?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was making like,
I don't know what's wrong with it.
No, it's kind of funny.
Have you been hearing that
I
too?
have been hearing it,
I'm
yeah.
so sorry because I don't know what it is. I
It's just
never
like
get
both.
heartburn.
That happened to me in my interview. We just interviewed Winnecta Bowling League.
Yep.
Winnecta Bowling. I have a hard time saying it.
It's hard.
Winnecta Bowling League. Matthew Coma, Hillary Duff's husband, and yeah, it was very intimidating. And that happened to me mid thing, and I blacked out. I'm not lying. For a 2-minute period, I asked him a question, and I went like. And I was in my mind, I was like, what the fuck did I just ask him? I have no clue. I have not a clue what I just asked him. And then I finally like got into it. I remembered and he was done. And I was like, yeah.
I hate zoning out. Like asking a question, then zoning out and not getting the answer.
Yeah, no. All right, tell me this. Are you a fan of Nintendo 64?
I've never done it before.
You've never had a hit?
I'll fool around though. Yeah.
So not once in your life you've never played Nintendo 64?
Never.
You
I
use
played Mario.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I did Mario Racing once.
Oh, Mario.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so you said you're a PlayStation. You started with PlayStation 2.
Mm-hmm.
You ever play, what was it, like GameCube or Wii, Switch? Because I think that's where Super Smash Bros. Comes from.
Okay. I was on Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh, whoa.
I was on my FIFA
Crazy.
shit. I was a big NBA 2K guy.
Are you a Chell guy?
Chill.
Like NHL?
Never. I grew up on the West Coast. Like,
Yeah.
we don't fuck with hockey.
Oh, true.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah. East Coast goes different with hockey.
Yeah, we
Especially
do.
Boston.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the whole Boston like sports situation?
I love it.
Okay.
It's like,
You at Fenway Park asking where you can underage drink and people actually answering was also one of my favorite TikToks of yours.
Yeah, last semester, yeah. That was a good one. I'll say like drunk Red Sox fans are very approachable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're insane. A
Insane.
whole nother breed of human beings.
They're fun. I went to a
Yep.
Red Sox game and I was not expecting to get recognized. It happened like 4 or 5 times in one game.
Look at
I
you.
was
Yeah.
actually going to ask that. So what's that like? How many, what's it, what are we averaging? What are the interactions like? Do we have any notable moments with like fans?
Okay, I can talk about that. I'll say like I average maybe like 2 interactions a day.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I was not expecting
day.
that. That's awesome.
Like people will either come up to me. I'll say when I go to parties, it's usually like 10.
Sure.
Because I'm on the local FYP.
Oh, that makes
mostly
sense.
College kids. But I'll say like once or twice a day, someone random from like Berkeley or on Newbury Street comes up to me. And it's just like, yo, I love your shit. Let's take a selfie. And I'm like, I love it. I've only had like 1 or 2 interactions that didn't go well. Out of like probably like 200, 300.
oh,
Yeah.
Was it because of them or was it because of you?
I feel like it was more because of them.
good.
Yeah, throw them on the bus.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like this one girl came up to me. I was waiting for like a late night train at the Coolidge Corner stop. I'm like, I have my AirPods in. I'm like tired. I'm like ready for
Yeah.
bed. She comes up to me and she's like, I know you from TikTok. And then I'm like, yo, that's sick. Like, nice to meet you. And then she just like won't leave.
oh,
She's one of those.
Yeah. She just like won't leave.
that is honestly, that's like scary.
Yeah.
Well, especially at a train station at night, like time and a
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, and people like expect like you to like stop everything so you can say hi to them. When
must-
they came up to you and it's like, brother, just I'm literally on a train going home. Get a hint.
Like, I'll shake hands and leave.
See,
it.
the only like fan interactions I've ever had is when I used to be a country radio DJ. Hilarious.
Brendan James.
And I only had absolutely just not all there old women come up to me. And I used to have this one lady, she would send me one boob, just one. One singular boob in my DM.
Oh my
And she'd be
God.
like, I missed you today. Can you please play Luke Combs? And I was like, unfortunately, no.
That's kind of
Super
sexy.
busy.
Yeah, I'll send her your info. I'm sorry. Anyways, Nintendo 64. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play Super Smash. We have a recurring segment. It doesn't have a name, but it should have a name so I can get a sponsor. And we play it while our friend Nick here is going to ask us some questions.